OGL HD3 Philadelphia. An Odyssey station. Investor Schooling Live with Phil Falcone and Larry Steinhouse on Talk Radio 1210 WPHT.
Good afternoon and welcome to Investor Schooling Live. Coming to you from Investor Schooling headquarters, I'm Phil Falcone, here with my business partner, Larry Steinhouse. We are the founders of Investor Schooling. Get ready to learn real estate investing and stock option investing. Call us anytime during the show with your questions at 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. That's right, we're a live program, so you can call us anytime during the show, and we will take your calls. Don't even worry about what we're talking about, because we love to take your calls. Investor Schooling is located in Langhorne, Pennsylvania, serving the Philadelphia area in a real brick-and-mortar building. We are local guys, accessible to our students a minimum of 2 nights per week. Learn this business, the business of real estate investing and stock option investing, from people who live it every day. That's us. What's happening, Larry?
Are you sure it's us?
Well, if it's not us, I don't know who it is.
Well, who is the most brilliant real estate person you know, or don't know, or know of?
Donald Trump.
You think so? No,
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just wondering if that is your absolute go-to guy when it comes to real estate.
He's the first mentor of mine. Yes.
Yeah, and you never actually met him, but you're when you say mentor, you read his books and you followed what he does.
I read his book, The Art of the Deal, in 1985, and then when I wrote my own book, I modeled my book, Addicted to Real Estate, after his book.
Yeah, I actually noticed that because I read your book.
And
I only read the first one. I'm sorry, I didn't read the second one.
It's okay.
But I read the first
And then I
did read the one we wrote together though.
And I even sent him a copy of Addicted to Real Estate.
Really?
Telling him to go after Obama because he was born in Kenya.
Wait, no, Obama was born in Hawaii.
Yeah, I heard that. But,
he was born in Hawaii because if he was born in Kenya and you say that, YouTube will throw us off the air.
Well, that's fine with me. And
I'm at that point too, to be honest with you.
And I was definitely a birther.
Yeah,
I still am.
I still am too, but it means nothing at this point.
Did I ever show you the real birth certificate for Obama?
No, you never showed me the real one, but the one that they put out on
I have the real one with
really?
his footprint on it. All we'd have to do is kidnap Obama, take his shoes and socks off, and get a print of his foot. And I can prove he was born in Kenya.
Oh, all right. Just give me the plan tomorrow, and we'll see if we're going to go through that, all right?
Okay, we'll talk about it.
All right. Getting off to an interesting start so far. By the way, if you want to call in, 855-939-1137, 855-939-1137. Ask us questions, talk to us, and we have, we have the event tomorrow. We have this really big event tomorrow. We have the Finance and Freedom event. And at this event, we've got people like Doug Mastriano coming. We've got Bill Spadia, #1 talk show host in New Jersey, coming. We got Teddy Daniels coming, who is the lieutenant governor hopeful next, for Pennsylvania. We're also going to teach you how to invest in the stock market, how to invest in real estate, how to do things that you probably didn't even know existed, like how to make more money and pay less taxes. So we actually had someone call up today and tell me that they can't make it. They already paid for a ticket, so we have that ticket, and we have literally 4 tickets left. So we actually have 5 tickets. So I'm thinking, I guess we'll give the first 2 callers 2 tickets if they want it, or they can only have 1 if they only need 1. How's that?
Or we could give the first 1 caller 3 tickets.
If they want one, if they need them. Okay, sure. So let's do that. So if you need 1 ticket, you'll take 1. If you need 2 tickets, you'll take 2. And if you need 3, you'll take 3. But here's the deal. You got to answer a question. Phil, did you come up with a question yet?
No.
Okay, I got a better one. Let's do this. You come up with a really good question that we can ask the next person, and we will give you the ticket. So how's that? But you'll have to give us the answer. You'll have to give us the answer off the air. We'll be able to arrange that through Glenn, our producer. So if you call 855-939-1137, did we make this too complicated? So somebody ask a really good trivia question about real estate or stock market or anything else or maybe even politics.
I might have one.
All right, wait, you got one? Okay.
Why does Phil What does Phil love about vacation rentals?
All right, there you go. That's a really good one. Actually, that's a
pretty
really
easy
good
question.
Yeah, if you were listening to this show, you know the answer to that. Okay, so scrap everything we just said. If you could call in 855-939-1137 and answer correctly what Phil loves about rentals.
What Phil loves about vacation rentals.
Vacation rentals, yes. Vacation rentals specifically.
Yes.
Then you will win 1, 2, or 3 tickets.
Yeah.
Whatever you can use, because obviously we want to
Depending
make
on
sure
how
you can
many
go
they
tomorrow.
need. Yes. All
Yeah,
right.
we want to make sure you can go tomorrow. It's a full-day event. You can check out 4mmw.com, 4mmw.com to see what you're going to win, or you could just take our word for it because it's going to be a really great event. I promise. All right, what do we? What's kind of interesting things that we have to talk about today, Phil?
Well, we have a number of interesting topics. I'd like to bring them up just one at a time.
I think you should. Go ahead.
Okay. So, first of all, we are on the air now at 2 o'clock until we don't know. Because they never tell us at 12:10.
No. Not only do they not tell us at 12:10. When there's a problem, you know when they tell us? Friday at 6 or 7 o'clock at night is when they tell us. So we make all these plans to do whatever we're going to do in the morning, and then they tell us, no, now we're on at 10 o'clock the next morning. We have to change our plans just to be here for you guys.
Back in the day when we used to drive downtown to do the radio show before we built our own studio, we were driving in my convertible on 95, and the wind was so loud we could hardly hear anything. We put on 12:10 just to hear whoever was on at the time, and the radio show was dead. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, there was nothing on the air. We're like, well, how about somebody telling us that there's a problem? But we actually went on the air that day, though.
Yeah, we did.
They actually fixed the problem like 5 minutes before we went on the air.
Okay. So one of the things that I do personally is I wear T-shirts that say I buy houses. And the reason I do that is because I know that it works. You wear a T-shirt that's whatever kind of business you're in, whatever you're selling, whatever you're doing, you should have a T-shirt that says that whatever business you're in. Okay? And I promise you that this works. And especially this happened about 6 months ago. I did a real estate deal where I made all kinds of crazy money. And what did we figure that out was? It was like 540%.
No, it was like 500,000% or something. It was something ridiculous. 42,000. I don't know. It was some ridiculous number. Yeah.
I don't know if your math was correct because I certainly didn't know how to calculate it either. Yeah. But we figured out that a $16 T-shirt that turned into almost $130,000 was 540%.
I thought it was higher than that. I thought
we were counting all the T-shirts I bought.
Right, I understand. Right, that's right.
Right, we don't have to rehash the whole mathematical equation
that
I still don't think we got right.
Whatever it was great though.
Yeah, we need a mathematician to help us with that. Actually.
Yeah, and we're not very good at math because we're real estate investors.
Right, we just look at things and say, let me get this straight. I'm paying this for the house, and they're going to pay me back this much.
Right, and we don't actually need to sit there and go, we're going to make exactly to the penny. Matter of fact, you and I never even think about that. We make we say what the average amount we made was. If we made $95,000, and we really only made $94,506.12, we're going to tell you we made $95,000.
Yeah. Good idea.
All right, real quick. By the way, we got a question out there, and if you want to follow up and ask us a question or say hello online, well, say hello online. It'd be great. If you're watching online, say hi. Also, if you want to, 855-939-1137, 855-939-1137. If you call in and answer Phil's question, which was,
what does Phil love about vacation rentals? This is a very easy question.
Yeah, and if you answer that question, you can have 1, 2, or 3 tickets to tomorrow's event. It's an all-day event at the Washington Crossing Inn. It's a lot of fun. The tickets are $200 each, so you definitely will be getting a value, that's for sure. All right, what else we got, Phil?
What else do we got? You want to talk about the stock market and what the heck happened yesterday?
That's not a bad idea, yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, on my other radio show yesterday, I talked about the stock market, and I actually predicted it was going to be a really bad day. And it was funny because I said something at the end of the show. I actually said that not only was it going to be a bad day, but at 3 o'clock the market was going to come back. Well, obviously we know that it closed lower, but it's really weird because if you look at 3 o'clock, I'm sorry, 3:30 is what I said. If you actually look at 3:30, you'll actually see that the stock market went up, but it didn't hold. So it actually just collapsed right after that, which was surprising to me, but it collapsed right after that. So what is going on? What's going on is just basic fear. Nobody knows what's going on. You've got Powell coming on and going, we're going to raise interest rates a half a point, which he keeps saying. And every time he says it, he doesn't even say they're going to raise interest. He said, we might raise interest rates a half a point. He just keeps saying it. He doesn't actually do it. He just keeps saying it. And every time he says it, the stock market reacts to it, which is silliness. It's absolute silliness.
It's very irresponsible from a Fed chair to do that. And what they should be doing is being definitive.
Yes,
They should
exactly.
come out and say, we're going to do it next month, and then leave it at that. And then if they decide they're going to do it again in the future, they can say a very similar thing. Be definitive, come out and say, here's the deal, we're doing this.
Well, it's predicted that there will be 6 interest rates. By the way, speaking of interest rates, do you know what the average 30-year mortgage is right now?
What do you mean, the average?
The percentage rate for an average 30-year mortgage right now?
What is it?
Take a guess.
The percentage?
Like, in other words,
I'd say
you
it's
borrow
like-
money at.
It's 4 3/4.
You wish.
What is it?
Take another guess.
5 3/4.
You wish. Take another guess.
7.
7.18.
Really?
Yeah, you go to a bank right now and get a mortgage for your house, a brand new house or any house, 7.18. And if that's for an average credit score of between 700 and 720. If your credit score is slightly higher, you could get it as low as 5.8%.
Well, I'm not too concerned about that.
Well, I'm not concerned about it either, but I just find it fascinating that we're only talking about 4 months ago it was 3.5%.
Yeah. Well,
It's
the
double.
world's on fire.
Yeah, it's double.
Yeah.
So you talk about inflation, right? You talk about inflation. Inflation is certainly a problem because if they say what 7.5% inflation. I'm sorry, almost 8% inflation. They're saying, right? And if you have mortgage rates like that, that's a lot more than 8% inflation.
Well, at this point, I'm glad that I have the cash to just buy what I want to buy.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't have to worry about that.
I
too much.
understand, and also I have other means to borrow money, which is pretty wild too. Get all the credit cards you can. We keep telling you that. Glenn, I heard your voice a second ago. Is there a caller?
Nope.
Okay, no worries. Okay.
Did you have a random thought?
Did you have a random thought? Something you want
I
to
just thought you might want to illuminate why for listeners who are
Illuminate
need further explanation.
in regard to what?
Why the mortgage rates are going up so much.
Mm-hmm.
Why the mortgage rates are going up? It's those greedy banks. Don't you pay attention to liberals?
There you go.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, the mortgage rates are going up basically because the Fed is raising interest rates. The banks realize that they're going to have to be able to have higher interest rates in order to stay above board, and it's going to be very exciting, very exciting. I could easily see 9%. I hope it doesn't go into double digits again. I really hope it doesn't. You remember when I don't know about you, but when I got my first mortgage, my first mortgage was 12.99%, and it was amazing that it was that low.
Mine in 1989 was 12.25%, and I was congratulated by almost everybody
Yeah, isn't
I
that
worked
wild?
with.
Yeah,
wow,
exactly.
you did great.
Right.
And I'm thinking, and nowadays, you look back and you go, are you kidding me?
Yeah, we're never going to see the 3.5% again in our lifetime. It's just never going to happen again in our lifetime. It's possible we'll see 5 again, but we're never going to see 3.5.
Well, there's a pretty good chance you could see it again because certain White House collections of individuals who are running the White House are going to ultimately want to do that at some point. Why did they hold it down artificially for the last 15 years?
So the biggest problem they had, and I've been saying this over and over again, is 6 years ago during Obama's presidency, they should have started raising interest rates. The economy was turning or turned.
Right. So why didn't he?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what he did. It's possible that he was trying to make it look good for Obama to get him reelected. I don't know, but then Trump comes in and Trump is saying he should raise interest rates, and he still didn't, which didn't make any sense. And then of course the scamdemic came along, and they panicked. They went into panic mode, and they lowered interest rates even more to 0 or less than 0, I believe, at one point. And it was ridiculous. It was one of those things you just don't do it. Now you have nowhere to go except for up and up fast.
nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. So if they would have gently brought it up, maybe we would have been at 7% at the end of maybe even 6% at the end of last year. But at least we would have slowly brought it up, and we wouldn't have rampant inflation. And frankly, I'm actually glad. You and I are both glad that they did it this way because we took major advantage of it.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I mean, for a real estate investor, the greatest thing that can happen is inflation.
It's nice to hold valuable things.
Yes. So real quick, we have a question. If you guys want to attend the Finance and Freedom event tomorrow, we have 5 tickets left. I don't know, Phil. Maybe we should just give them away. Not even have a question because we have to give away these tickets, and we literally only have 45 minutes to give them away.
Okay. Well, you want me to tell you the answer?
Not yet, but we will take.
How about I'll give you a hint?
All right.
Okay. So, what does Phil love about vacation rentals? Well, I'll tell you. When you own a piece of property, let's just say in a place like Philadelphia, and you have a tenant who lives in your property, sometimes that tenant may not pay his rent. Okay? And that's the hint about why I like vacation rentals.
I'm still saying let's do this, though. Let's make sure. Hold on. Let's make sure that we. So you know what? There's actually, if you were calling and you couldn't get through, there might have been an issue on the phone. I just took a look. 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. The phone might not have been going over. So if you just called and you didn't come through, try it again. 855-939-1137. And if you want to, we're just going to give it away. Okay. You tell us why you want to be there tomorrow, and if we think it's a compelling reason, we're going to give you a ticket. How's that? All right, so you can have 1, 2, or 3 tickets, the first caller, and the second caller can have 1, 2, or 3 tickets if there's any left. So 855-939-1137. Tell us why you want a ticket to the event, and you're going to get one. How's that?
855-939-1137. 855-939-1137.
And we really only have 5 seats left.
Okay.
I mean, it's like I don't even know if we even have 5 seats left. I think we actually have less. But we have them.
And if you come to the event tomorrow, I will tell you what I love about vacation rentals.
Are you going to do that?
Yeah, why not?
That's cool. So that's not going to be part of your presentation, right?
I can just walk around and talk about it.
There you go. And you're going to get a good meal, too. All right, 855-939-1137. Any questions? You want to be part of the contest? I don't care. Whatever you want to call about, just call us. And if you're online, by the way, if you're watching online, say hi. We always love it when you guys say hi to us. If you're watching on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or YouTube, feel free to say hi. All right, there we go. So, like I said, anybody who called just a second ago, call again, because I think we had a problem with the phone line a minute ago. So call again if you just called. All right, anyway, what else, Phil?
Yeah, we're still at 1210. We're still developing phone line capabilities.
Actually, that one was my fault.
I like to pick on 1210.
Well, I don't blame you. It's probably Glenn's fault.
Yeah, I think it is Glenn's fault. I mean,
it is.
If he's involved, it's his fault. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. And look, Joe's saying hi, and Joe says the event's going to be awesome, and I totally agree with him. I think it's going to be one of the most exciting events that we've ever held.
We're going to have some really important, intelligent people that are going to be there, and if you want to learn a little bit about making more money and moving your life in a positive direction, you're going to remember this event. Get your butt to this event tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And all you have to do is dial 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. And we're going to give you tickets.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, we got Edward. What's going on, Edward? How can we help you?
Hey, how you doing? Am I on the air?
You are on the air. Don't say anything that you shouldn't.
Oh, okay, then. That's good. I'm driving home from work right now. I'm listening to you guys, and I always get a kick out of humor between you two. And I've never pulled the trigger on any kind of real estate investment. I'm sitting on some cash. And, I heard you got Bill Spady going to be over there at the Washington Crossing Inn.
Absolutely.
I listen to him every morning.
Yeah.
I heard him advertise about it, but I didn't know you guys were involved. So, I don't know. I was curious. I'll probably talk to my wife and probably take a drive over there tomorrow.
Well, we got to get you a ticket now. I tell you what, we're going to put you on hold.
Let me answer your question.
Sure.
I think it's because you get paid up front. You don't have to worry about nothing.
My man.
He wins, man. You win and you win. So wait. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. All right. So I'm going to assume that that your wife can go. So we're gonna. Do you want 2 tickets, 1 ticket, 2 tickets, or 3 tickets?
Just 2 tickets.
All right.
That's it.
All right, so Glenn is going to take your information, and he's going to give it to us, and then you're going to get a phone call from Linda, who's going to confirm your seats for tomorrow. And of course, if if your wife can't make it, we'll just confirm one. And if you both can't make it, just let Linda know you both can't make it. I don't even know if we're going to be able to find anybody else to make it, but I'm not worried about it because it's a full house anyway tomorrow. But I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be great to have you there, Edward, and we appreciate it. And Bill Spadia, so Bill Spadia and I are friends. Go ahead.
Okay, I was always curious about your Thursday night classes over there and about near the Levittown area, and I'm pretty familiar with that area. So I was thinking about cruising over there one night, but I don't know. I just didn't pull the trigger on it. That's all.
Well, we're gonna pull the trigger on this, and we're gonna see you tomorrow. And I have to tell you that Bill Spady he's a good friend of mine. He's like the nicest guy. I can't even believe he's friends with me because I can't be as nice as Bill.
That's pretty funny, yeah.
And also, hey Glenn, if you could get Edward's email too, that'd be great. Linda's letting me know that she wants the first name, last name, and email. All right, we're gonna put you on hold while Glenn talks to you, Edward. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow. All right,
he's on hold.
Okay. All right. What else, guy? What else we got, Phil?
What do you mean? You want another question?
Well, I don't know. Do you want to do another question, or do you want to talk about something else? Well, go ahead. Why don't you ask another question? Let's see if we get somebody to answer it.
Okay, so listening to Cumberland's show.
The one before us, right?
Mark
Cumberland, who actually is a friend of ours as well.
Right. And I was listening to his show, and he was saying that buyers should fix up their houses all the way.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah.
Even though the market is super hot and almost anything that you put up on the market is going to sell. And I would say I'm one of the few people who disagrees with that because I have a tendency of selling houses that haven't been fixed up all the way. Now, maybe I'm lucky or things just work out for me sometimes because I kind of believe that about myself. But, I've repetitively had houses that I've sold that I did not fix up.
So it was funny because he said that, and I'm listening to it, and I'm trying to understand why he's saying it. Is really what I'm thinking at the time when we heard it. So if anybody's listening to the show,
he's saying, Mark is saying that you're leaving money on the table.
Yeah, he may or may not be right. So first of all, if you fix up a kitchen and it costs you $20,000 to fix up a kitchen, how much do you think your house is going to be? How much more do you think your house is going to be worth? It's usually not the $20,000. Now, this is a really weird market right now. But it's usually not the $20,000, so I usually actually advise people not to fix up the kitchen. But if the house is a wreck, I mean, like it's a hoarder house, and it hasn't been painted in 25 years, you could remove all the stuff and then paint it. But most likely, you're not going to do that anyway. And at the same time, you and we're looking for the houses like that. So, by the way, if you're a hoarder and you're trying to sell your house right now and you don't want to use a real estate agent, call 855-939-1137 and we'll buy your house.
So. Here's one of the reasons that I think it's better not to fix up a house, okay? There's probably 2 really big ways that you can get yourself into trouble in real estate. Number 1 is writing really big checks.
Yeah, sure.
If you write a really big check...
Out of your own pocket.
Yeah, right. Sure. You're using your own money. Or if you're using a lender's money... I mean, it can still be risky because you can still find yourself in a pickle.
Yeah, but it's not your money.
Yeah, but you might have consequences. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And the other way is signing your name to a really big loan. That could sometimes get you in trouble.
Yeah, sure. Especially if you get the loan with the wrong guy. I mean, I know as a guy who.
He sounds like a mafioso shyster.
A lot of people who might be troubled to borrow money from. So real quick, we got another call. Hey Tom, what's going on, man?
Hello.
Hey Tom, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, man.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay. Yeah, I listen to your program on a regular basis. You guys are really, really intelligent and understand the real estate market, and there's a lot to be learned from you guys.
Well, I totally appreciate that, man. That's the greatest testimonial we've ever gotten.
I know.
Hey, listen, you guys know what you're doing, and you understand. Say again?
So your name is Win, right? Win? Is that right?
Yes, Win.
Okay,
Y-N,
cool.
that's correct.
Well, okay. Wyan. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm reading the screen. It's so far away I couldn't read it right.
Okay.
All right, so
Yes, sir.
So would you like to come to the event tomorrow?
I would definitely love to come to the event tomorrow.
All right, how many tickets do you need? And you have to use them. So, if you think you only need one, get one. If you think if you need two, we can get you two. And if you want to have one more person, but please make sure that you use them because these are it. We got no more.
Yeah, I'll take one ticket.
Awesome, man. All right, that's very cool, man. I totally appreciate it. We're looking forward to meeting you. Make sure you come up to Phil and I tomorrow and say hi and tell us who you are because I'm looking forward to meeting you. All right, Glenn, get his phone number, get his email, get his last name. And when I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Awesome, man. All right, what else we got, Phil? By the way, we still got 2 more tickets left. So we still got 2. Yeah, we got 2 more tickets left. And I'm going to also do one thing. I'm going to say that the first guy, Edward, in case he can't go, you could be on the waiting list if he backs out. So we got 2 more, and then we might have 2 more after that. We also got Mike on the line. What's going on, Mike?
Yeah, I got a question regarding homes with pools.
Homes with pools,
and the
okay.
resaleability.
So do you have a home with pool?
Yeah.
With a pool?
Homes with pools. Yes.
Okay, so do you live in Florida?
And I was just wondering what the... I'm sorry, no. It's just downsizing.
Because if you live in Florida, you want a pool.
I wish.
So where do you live?
Right. In the Lansdale area.
All right, so you have a pool, right? Did you enjoy your pool?
Yes, I did. For the last 20 years.
Well, then that's fantastic because, you got all the worth out of it. Now, right now, the market's super hot. By the way, the market is super hot, and if you're even thinking about selling it, you better sell it now.
Let me correct you. I bought the home with the pool is already installed.
Yeah, but that was 20 years ago, right?
Which was...
You bought,
yeah, exactly, where the pool didn't... Yeah, where the pool didn't make any difference.
Yeah, right. It's not
value of the house.
Right, it's not going to make any difference now, but if you wait a little bit longer, like next year or the year after, it's actually going to work against you. Because people don't want pools.
Okay.
But here's the difference. I should say they don't want pools. The people who want pools, right?
Well, that was the reason I was asking is because I've talked to a couple of companies that install pools.
Right.
And they've got waiting lists of 12 to 18 months of people wanting to have pools installed.
Right. So somebody who's buying a house who wants a pool.
So that's why I was wondering.
Yeah, somebody who buys a house who wants a pool has 2 choices, right? One, they could buy a house with a pool, or they could buy a house without a pool, and they could put it in. But somebody who has who doesn't want a pool won't buy your house. So you have a limited amount. You have less buyers than the people than without a pool. However, right now there's no houses on the market. I'm telling you right now, get on, do it, get on.
Oh, okay.
You got to sell that house right now if you're thinking about selling. If not, you might as well just keep it for a while.
Yeah, right. Well, there's also the option you can offer to fill it in.
Oh yeah, you can do that. That's sure. You could try it.
The house.
Yeah, you could try that. But again, people won't look at it if it has a pool. So, Mike, are you available tomorrow to go to the event?
Unfortunately, I'm not. So
all right, no tickets for you.
I'd like to be, but unfortunately.
All right. Hey, we totally appreciate you calling in. We really do, and thanks so much. Are we going to see you on a Thursday night?
Already gone.
All right, cool.
So, one thing that's cool if you want to fill in your pool is it's a way to get rid of people who've been bothering you.
Yes, that's why Phil used to have a pool in his backyard, and I'm not going to be on the show next week. Oh, look at this, man. We got Calvin from Flemington. What's going on, Calvin?
What's going on?
Oh, I know who this is. I recognize the voice, man. This is one of our students.
What's up, man?
What's happening? You excited? Are you coming tomorrow?
I don't even know what's going on tomorrow. That's why I called.
Wait a minute. See, this is what happens when you don't stay plugged in. So you haven't been in class in quite a while, have you? What are you doing all day tomorrow?
I know in the late afternoon I'm going to my grandma's, and she lives right in the area. So depending on what time the event ends, I may be able to attend.
It ends at 5, but you could always go earlier.
Yeah.
So you want a ticket, man?
Yeah, why not?
Sounds like a plan, man. I'm looking forward to seeing
I
you.
think it's a good way for me to come back.
Hey,
Good
yeah,
way for me to come back, right?
why don't you tell everybody what you think about the school, even though you haven't been here in 3 months?
It's a great place to learn stock options, real estate, and a whole lot of other stuff.
All right, cool. You sound awfully tired, man.
And-
I'm not used to this about you.
Our producer thinks that you're on drugs.
I am not on drugs.
He wrote that on Facebook.
He didn't write on Facebook. That's our feed. That's not the Facebook feed.
Oh.
Sorry, Cap.
I had a late night last night, and I
was joking.
So Glenn, he's not on drugs. He's hungover.
I'm just hanging out. I hopped on the Facebook.
I'm sure you were studying your real estate textbooks last night.
I thought I'd call.
Oh, man.
I was actually making music last night.
Oh, I don't even want to go
Real
there. There's
late.
too much information for me.
You were making beautiful music?
Yeah, right, exactly. We definitely are off topic here, huh?
I want you to sit at my table tomorrow so we can talk about this.
All right, Calvin. Hey, Calvin.
Let's talk. There's a lot to catch up on with both of you.
Is he going? Is he going?
No, he's definitely in. Yeah, he gets one ticket. I think we've got one left after that, right?
Yeah, we got one ticket left.
We got one ticket left. All right. And if you want to call and you need two, we'll make that happen. So you can have one or two tickets coming up. Calvin, Glenn's going to get your information. I know we have it, but Glenn's going to get your information just to make sure we call the right person. Because, I'm not sure if Linda recognized your voice the way you were speaking. All right, man. Put him on hold. Get his stuff, Glenn.
I appreciate it.
And we got one or two more tickets if you guys need it. The next person to call and wants to go, you can have one or two tickets, whatever it is, and we're done after that. How's that?
I'm surprised he only needs one ticket because, if he was making beautiful music with somebody, he should have another person to come with him.
Actually, even if he wasn't, I'm surprised he doesn't need another ticket because of the pink elephant he's with. All right, 855-939-1137, 855-939-1137. Hey, Glenn, I know you're busy getting his information, but can you run a commercial?
I can.
All right, do that.
Hi, I'm Phil Falcone from
All right, I'm going to take this guy's info.
All right, you got it, man.
Sweet Center in Huntington Valley on Buck Road, 67 Buck Road, Huntington Valley. I'm sure you've driven past it. We're right in between Street Road and County Line Road. We have 47 offices in the prestigious address of Huntington Valley. I have offices starting at $5.95 a month. You're probably wondering, Phil, what do I get for $5.95 a month? Let me tell you. You get an office big enough for one person. You get the furniture in that office. You get the telephone on the desk. You get the telephone numbers. You get the fax numbers. You get 2 full-time receptionists to answer the phone in the name of your company and patch the calls to you. So if your company's ABC Painting Company, hey, ABC Painting Company, how can I help you? Would you like to talk to Bob? Let me get him on the phone. You could be home sleeping on your couch and I'll patch the calls right to you. What else do we give you? We give you the conference rooms. We give you the kitchen. We give you the mailboxes, the printer, the copier, the scanner, UPS service, you name it. All of the utilities, cleaning service, and best of all, we give you free coffee. Get yourself to Executech Suites. Phone number is 215-942-7701. 215-942-7701. Executechsuites.com. Hi, I'm Phil Falcone from...
So you guys said you have one more to give away?
Yeah, one or two.
Mm-hmm. All right, hang on.
This Thursday night at...
I got somebody coming up here. So hang
All
on.
right, take your time. Put it
Ugly
in the,
houses
in the,
and make
in the
them
box.
beautiful. As a bonus, we will also teach you stock option investing. 7 p.m. this Thursday night, 215-876-3002, investorschooling.com.
Hey everybody, it's Larry Steinhouse from investorschooling.com. You heard my partner Phil Falcone tell you why you should be there this Thursday night to learn about real estate investing and learn about stock options trading. We're telling you right now you will make more money than you've ever made in your entire life if you learn these two skills. This Thursday night at 7 o'clock, go to investorschooling.com. Pull over right now, take out your phone and go to investorschooling.com. RSVP right now, investorschooling.com. See you Thursday. This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Are you tired of the Biden economy? Do you want to learn how to thrive in the Biden economy? Because we're going to teach you that this Thursday night at Investor Schooling. So go to investorschooling.com and sign up for a complimentary class this Thursday night and learn how to thrive in the Biden economy. You could also call us at 215-876-3002, 215-876-3002. Tell me you're tired of inflation. Investorschooling.com. We will see you Thursday.
Coming back.
All right. I like that. I like that commercial, the Biden economy commercial, because it's the truth. We just talked about that. You and I both said that we made money in the economy in this inflation because we own real estate.
Biden's incompetence has helped us tremendously.
Absolutely. Maybe we should vote for him again.
So let me tell you about something interesting.
Didn't you vote for Biden?
Yeah, right.
Well, no, but I realized that you didn't physically vote for him, but didn't your vote go in as for him?
I don't follow you.
Oh, I'm talking about.
I know like 1 million illegal ballots went in for
Yeah,
him.
didn't one have your name on it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So listen to this. Did you know that I have some people who are in the massage business who want to rent office space from me at Executech?
Really?
And Lower Southampton will not allow them to rent from us. They are, I guess they think that something, illegal is being done in these massage businesses.
So I'm going to guess this is what they're saying.
And they're demanding that it has to be, the only way someone can have a massage business in Lower Southampton is to have a storefront.
Yeah, so let me tell you what I think is really happening, and I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they told you or they didn't. Tell you. What I think is because of the cleanliness, and maybe they have to go through your hallway, which doesn't meet the same standards as the cleanliness for a massage parlor. I should say massage parlor. I mean, massage business. It's not that though. You telling me
I don't think
that?
so. No.
Okay.
So I think what they're concerned about is that something other than massages are going on there.
In your building?
In any building.
Yeah, but in a storefront.
So what they're doing is they're requiring these businesses to pay $300 to go to a variance hearing, and they're making these businesses wait as long as 6 months to a year.
Okay.
So that this is what they're doing. They just don't want them there anymore.
Right.
So they're not letting anybody do it. And I mean, when we first bought Executech, we had a woman there who ran a completely legitimate business for like 10 years.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's almost like townships exercising their powers in every
that's happened
way.
to me. Absolutely, yeah, it's
every
happened to me
way
too.
they can.
Yeah. Hey, we got Steve from Cinnaminson. What's going on, Steve?
Hey, how are you guys? Quick question for you tonight about what you were talking about. What's your play with Twitter?
My thought of Twitter? So.
Oh yeah, what do you think? Up or down on the stock? You know how much it's going to get it, or what? What's going to happen?
Do you own Twitter right now?
No.
Okay, so you want to know if you should buy it or not, right?
I'm thinking I should. I'm thinking. Well, you know what happened a couple of years ago when Musk, when Tesla was down and Musk bought all those stock. He put, I don't remember how many millions of dollars. I figured, well, if he bought it, I should buy it. So I did buy it. I don't have this money, but I bought some,
Yeah.
And I sold it after it went up. But
that's great.
But I'm thinking about Twitter because I think he's going to get it.
Well, so it's a speculation play.
I guess if he gets it.
Yeah. It's a speculation play.
I think if he gets it, it's going to go up. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. So here's what your risk is. Your risk is about 25%. So if it all goes bad or whatever, they block him or whatever the situation is, he decides to sell it all and say, I'm done with this. I tried. It'll probably go down between 25 and 30%. So that's your risk. So if you're okay with that risk, that's great. The upside, I don't think the upside is much more than 15 or 20%. Now, they're different numbers. Remember that the upside being 15 to 20% is more money than down 25% from here. So just understand that it's a play. Don't put your life savings into it. If you wanted to put a couple of grand into it and say, hey, I had a little bit of fun with it, that's great.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what I would do. If you're going to do this, I would learn how to sell covered calls on it so that you could buy it and kind of like get like rent, if you want to call it that. We actually equate it to rent. So, for example, I'm doing this right now. I think it's with it was Nicola. So I bought Nicola at 8, and I keep every week I sell covered calls on Nicola, and I made anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a week on my $38,000 investment into Nicola. So that's a pretty good return. I've done that for 4 weeks in a row so far, and I expect to do it again this coming week. That's a great return.
Yeah, I bought that when it first. I saw it on television when it first came out. That they were pumping it on the Marie Bartiromo's show there, that stock show, and it was cheap. And that guy that had it that they got rid of, I bought it then, but I dumped it real quick when it went to 50. I mean,
good for you.
But I don't
good
like that other what you're saying.
So,
I was just lucky,
So, Steve, do you know how to do covered calls?
You guys, no.
Okay, well, that's something you're going to need
to... I don't like to do anything I don't really understand.
Okay,
yeah, I know
well, then you would need to come to investor schooling so we could teach you that.
Yeah, you will really enjoy it. By the way, are you available tomorrow to come to the event all day tomorrow?
No, I can't. Okay. I appreciate it, but
cool.
I can't make it tomorrow.
Well, make it Thursday night. Let me teach you some covered calls.
I'm an old guy, but every time I try to look up that covered call thing, I get, I guess it's better if somebody tells me about it than just trying to read about it. But I like something quick.
This is the easiest way to make money, and there's no risk.
I know. It seems that you guys you're really hot on that. So
yeah, it's a really good idea. If you want to, go to investorschooling.com, sign up for a class this Thursday, and we can talk about it if you'd like.
Look it up. Yeah, I don't know about this Thursday, but I can try to do it.
Well, you said you're getting old, man. You better do it soon.
That's right. I'm going to be 80, buddy, so I can't, got to watch my money. I can't make that much money anymore. You were saying about Trump wanting to raise the interest. I don't think you were right about that. I think he wanted to lower it because he wanted to restructure debt in this country.
Oh, Trump?
That's what his big game was.
Trump actually said to Powell. Trump actually did a speech where he told Powell he should be raising interest rates.
Really? Because I kept hearing him say he was trying to either lower it or do a restructure on the debt. Because in his mind, and I think he's right about that. I mean, the biggest debt holder, every time the interest goes up, the biggest debt holder in the world, you know who that is, don't you?
Yeah, of course, China.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I think it's the United States.
Well, China owns most of United States debt and a lot of real estate.
Look at the debt ceiling in this. Maybe in Europe, but the debt in this country is so high, and every time it goes up, my God, you watch it on tele, they show you. The debt clock is unbelievable.
So I'm going to teach you something, right? I know the debt clock is kind of cool. Anybody wants to go to debtclock.com? It's amazing.
I need to learn, believe me.
Or .org, I think. But here's the thing. So here's what we're going to teach you. I don't even care about what the country's debt is because I'm never going to pay it back, so I don't really care. I'm going to die long before it's paid back or long before this country goes broke, so I don't really care. And then you're going to ask me, what's the question you're going to ask me that I should worry about my?
No, because if you don't care about what the debt is, you don't worry about your own debt as long as you can make it.
That's it. I only worry about my own debt. Exactly. Exactly.
Right. As long as you can make it. That's all
Steve,
you worry about. You don't want to be over debt, but
you definitely need to come. You definitely need to come to Investor Schooling. You definitely need to hang out with Phil and I. You would get along with us. You'd really like us a lot.
Yeah, well, you might not like me. That's the problem.
That's all right. We don't like anybody. Don't worry about it.
Well,
true.
Did you say that?
Just ask Glenn. Glenn, do we like you?
Lots.
Oh, see, we like Glenn now because Glenn does a really good job. All right, Steve, we totally appreciate you listening, and we appreciate you calling, and we hope.
Nice.
Yeah,
you guys are good. I like listening to you. I enjoy it.
Thanks, man.
I'm on my way home from work, and
you need
listening in the car.
You're on your way home from work. You're bored, so you need somebody to talk to. I understand you chose us. Hey, you could have chose worse, so it's okay.
Well, nobody else wants to talk to me, so you guys, I'll give it a shot.
Hey, I only implied it. You admitted it. All right, thanks, Steve. We'll talk to you soon, and hopefully we'll see you.
All right, good talking to you guys. Yeah, thank you.
Take care. All right, where are we, Phil?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. That was just such an interesting conversation. I got my new friend Steve.
How many tickets we got left?
I think we got 2.
All right, what do you say? The next person that calls, we just give them the tickets.
Well, we've been doing that anyway.
I know.
Have you been paying
But
attention?
we're gonna make this sound like it's more interesting.
Okay, let's make it sound like it's more interesting. The next person who calls gets 2 tickets tomorrow. Obviously, you got to be able to go. You can get 1 if you want, but if you want, we, this is it. We got 15 minutes, and that's it. We actually shut down the sales of the tickets. I think we shut it down last night at midnight. So these are tickets that we're just giving away just to give them away, because we've already paid for the room, the service, the meals. By the way, really good meal tomorrow too.
What's a really good meal?
Some kind of chicken dish. I don't know.
Oh, so you've really researched this, I see.
No, you got to remember, I have a lot of things on my mind. So as soon as Paul, our marketing director, brought me the menu, I looked at it, said, "Oh, that sounds like a really good meal," and that's all I remember.
Okay.
So 855-939-1137, 855-939-1137. Take the last ticket or 2, whatever you need, and we'd love to see you tomorrow. We'll be excited. And if you want to call about anything else, feel free to. We got a few more minutes. All right, what else we got going on, Phil?
I don't know. What do you feel like talking about?
I don't know, man, but I'm doing all the talking. Why don't you talk about something? I'm gonna get, my voice is gonna go bad.
Okay. Let me see if I can find something to save your voice.
Hey, you want to talk about Facebook stock?
Can creative financing make a standard deal amazingly profitable?
For who? The seller or the buyer?
Can creative financing make a standard deal amazingly profitable?
Right. So can seller financing make an amazing deal, make a standard deal amazingly profitable for the seller or the buyer? So there's both sides, right? So if you're buying it, it's going to be amazing. If you're selling it, it probably could be amazing depending on what your situation is.
You mean like if the seller needed some cash?
Yeah, if the seller needs some cash, or if the seller, if the seller is going to get, if they're, so sometimes the sellers are desperate, they need to get out of the situation, and a seller financing deal makes you be able to pay more money for the house. That's number one. But the other thing too is really that the seller sometimes has a tax problem, and doing a creative financing deal can actually lower their tax burden.
I like that.
Hey, look, I don't know, Phil. We got 10 more minutes and no one's calling us about the tickets. So I'm going to say the number one more time, 855-939-1137, 855-939-1137. And you guys got, that's it, man. We're over. After that, I think Gary Arnell's after us. Oh, and Gary Arnell, I don't know, man. Gary, if you're listening to this show right now and you're going to be talking about masks and vaccines, I'm going to be calling you up and yelling at you again. He's a mask guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he looks better with a mask on.
You know what? That actually makes sense. Hey, why don't you tell the audience about how great tomorrow is going to be, and they're going to get something for free.
What's that?
What you give away at Executech Suites.
What would I give away at Executech Suites?
Come on, what's your
free coffee?
Say it the way you say it. Come on.
Free coffee.
I see it's been a long time since you said it that way. Either that or you, I don't know, maybe had sex last night? I don't know. All right, anyway, 855-939-1137 if you guys want to go to the event tomorrow night. 855-939-1137. I'm sorry, all-day event tomorrow.
You're thinking
Freedom
of
and
sex
Finances.
because I told you about the massage business.
That must be it, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I could actually use a massage because my back is killing me.
Mm-hmm.
I got a bad back.
Unfortunately, you won't be able to do that at Executech.
Yeah, I know. I'm very sad because I really want to go to Executech because that's the only place I ever really wanted to go for massage. I can't think of any better place.
Okay.
And because, you know why, right?
Why?
Because when I'm done, I get free coffee!
And you'll need some coffee at the end there, Nothing like taking
as long as I don't need a cigarette, it's all good.
Nothing like,
I could stay married if I don't need a cigarette.
Nothing like taking a nice, fresh cup of coffee home with you.
All right, 855-939-1137 if you want that ticket. We got a few minutes, Phil.
Paul, you got a call from Paul.
We got a call from Paul? Okay, Paul, put us on. Paul. Put Paul on the call. Hey, Paul.
Hello.
Hey, how are you, man?
How are you?
All right.
Good. I've been listening to your program, and I'm interested in seeing if I can get a ticket or so.
All right. Are you available all day tomorrow?
Yes.
All right, cool. So let's see. Say something.
I don't know where it is. I don't know where the event is going to be held.
Where do you live?
I live in the Ronhurst, vicinity of Philadelphia.
Okay, so you're close enough. It's going to be at the Washington Crossing Inn in Washington Crossing. So you're probably about 45 minutes away, and you'd have to be there between 8 and 8:30 for it to start, and then it's an all-day event. It goes to about 5 o'clock. But this event's amazing, man. We're going to have Doug Mastriano. We're going to have Teddy Daniels. We're going to have Bill Spadia. We're going to have myself, Phil. We're going to have a couple other people teaching you how to raise money. It's going to be an amazing event. You will leave there, and your head will explode with ideas of how you can make more money. So, Paul, if you definitely want to go, you need one ticket or two?
Yes. One.
All right, cool. So Glenn's going to grab your information. He's going to grab your phone number, your email, and your last name. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
You got it.
All right. Take care.
Likewise. Thank you.
All right. And if somebody happens to call, we're actually really out, but if somebody happens to call and they need one more ticket, we can give away the one that the guy who canceled has, and that's fine. He already paid for it, so we give it to you. But if you don't call, I don't care.
I'm sure we could find a place to hide one more person.
Yeah, 855-939-1137, 855-939-1137.
We might have to have him sit on like a 5-gallon drum of paint or something, but they'll be okay.
5-gallon drum of paint?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, at one point in my life, that was the only furniture I had.
So the real thing, this is what you really need to do, right? We need to actually have, the next person has to bring a lawn chair.
Those things take up space.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, a 5-gallon bucket of paint, though.
Yeah, that takes a lot less space. Yeah, you're right. All right, 855-939-1137. Well, we got just about a minute or two before I got to go to the stock option Sultan, but unless you want to go early, what do you got?
What do I got?
Yeah, come on, something. Give somebody a word of wisdom right now before we go to stock option Sultan.
Considering Friday's close, I don't really have any questions.
I got a word of wisdom for you. When your partner tells you to sell Facebook at 230, you sell it.
This is what you call dead airspace.
That's what I call you looking at me going, I want to kill him. All right, let's do the stock option Sultan. All right, for all of you guys who don't know, the stock market, the Dow dropped 981 points yesterday. Ouch! All right, so, oh boy. So next week, we're going to have a little bit of a rebound. I predicted this the other day in class. I said we're going to end up probably in about a month. Probably the middle of May, the stock market will be between 31,500 and 32,000. That's where we're going. So that's another, about 2,000 point drop from here. It's not necessarily going to happen next week. Hopefully it happens slowly, because if it happens quickly, it's a nightmare. But if it happens slowly, which I predict, I would say the next 3 weeks, we're going to have a 2,000 point drop in the next 3 weeks. Most likely next week we'll have an up day or a down day or an up day that will be okay, like maybe a 300 to 500 point up day, but we're not getting this 900 points back. It's just not going to happen, not right away, at least not next week. We have Facebook earnings up on deck, and we have Apple's earnings up on deck, and Facebook has to do well. Not only to save Phil's money, but the real reason is if Facebook does well, at least the market has a chance of rebounding. If Facebook doesn't do well, we're in trouble. Now, Google is the day before Facebook, and because Google's the day before Facebook, Google has to do well. So if Google does well the day before Facebook earnings, so I think it's the 27th, the 28th, or 26th and 27th, whatever it is, if Google does their earnings and they're really, really good, Facebook will pop in the morning before earnings, and that will be good. But if Google does bad, Facebook drops another 10 points, and most likely Facebook does really bad the next day too, and we're back in the 150s for Facebook. And that's going to be disastrous for the stock market and extremely disastrous for Phil.
It's going to be pretty bad for you too, I think.
Why?
Well, you bought more.
I have some Facebook. I do. I probably have about 20 contracts of Facebook, so you're probably right. But I do have, so half of it is out to September, so I should be all right. But it's rough, man. It's rough, especially with the numbers. Like my strike price is a lot lower than yours, so it's different, but it stinks. It's going to be bad. I mean,
well, mine's 200 out till September.
Yeah, you might be all right. You can just have to hold out.
It might be. I mean, I'm not sure what's going to happen.
I mean, the whole thing could turn around on you, and it could do so well that it goes up 50 points on Thursday, And that would be fantastic for everyone. The market would be great if you have stocks that go up. If not, it's over. Now, remember also at the end of this month, earnings season is just about winding down. We got about another week's of earnings after that. And that's when this is all going to collapse. That's when the market's going to drop. That's when things are not going to happen anymore. And we're most likely never going to see 34,000 again for probably 2 good years at least. Just keep that in mind, and I hope to be wrong. So if you guys call me up, in a couple of weeks, go, the market just broke a record, I'm going to be so happy to hear that I was wrong. But I don't think so. I think we're going back to some disasters here. The stocks were so inflated last year, they should not have been where they are. It's going to be a problem. I also think Apple's going to move up a little bit. Apple has to hit that 183 to hit their $3 trillion again. I believe it will, but it's just not behaving the way it should behave for that to happen. Apple always does well over earnings, and Facebook always, the stock always goes up after earnings. Apple most of the time, and Facebook, the stock usually goes down after earnings. But since it dropped so badly last earnings, we might make some of that up, and I'm really hoping we do, especially for your sake. Phil, I feel bad for you, man.
I think I'll be fine no matter what happens.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's the one thing that we teach at Investor Schooling. Never make a play that you can't afford to lose, because believe me, you're going to lose on plays. It's going to happen. But the way we teach you is we teach you a way that we mitigate the risk, and if you keep going, you're going to make positive returns more times than you're going to make negative returns. All right. So we got about, like a minute or minute and a half, minute and 15 seconds.
All right, so let's thank our producers, Glenn Page and Mike.
He doesn't like you, or he doesn't like us.
I don't care if he likes me. I'm going to thank him anyway.
All right, you do that.
But my guess is that if I had him in a private room, he would admit that he likes me better than you.
Well, if you had him in a private room,
sounds creepy.
I'm not even going there.
Okay. So if you're interested in becoming a sponsor on this show, email us at info@investorschooling.com. Don't forget to visit investorschooling.com for your free classes Thursday night at 7 o'clock on real estate investing and stock option investing. Get your butt to Investor Schooling, 7 p.m. Thursday night. We out of here.
See you, Glenn. Thanks.
All right, hang on for 1 second, okay, guys?
You got it, man.